Hello, in this video we're going to go through the Victory School Club membership system database. With me here I do have the question paper for the SEM. So we're going to go through the question paper step by step as we confirm from one of our database system and get to see how it answers the question fully as expected. If you're new to this channel, you do assist computer studies candidates in tackling their projects each year, and they do end up scoring very well in their computer studies project work. So if you're struggling with yours, you're in the right place. If you wish to have any consultation in regards to the same, you can feel free to reach us out through the contact information that appears on your screen, and we'll be ready and willing to assist free of charge. So feel free to reach us out. So previously we went through the documentations for the same. If you haven't come across them, you may visit our website kcseprojects.co.ke and get to grab yourself a copy of a fully done work, professionally done, both milestone 1 and 2, fully done as per the marking scheme. So feel free to visit our website, reach out to us through the contact information that appears on your screen, and grab yourself a copy at a student-friendly price. So feel free to reach us out. So without wasting time, let's dive into the database system. As you can see here, some of the database system, each file crafted differently, but answers the question fully as expected. As you can see, very proficient, the login, everything fully done proficiently. So this is just one of the samples. Oops. As you can see, everything is fully done. The forms, the reports, everything clean, everything fully done. So each file is tackled differently. Each file has a different design. Everything worked out fully. So feel free to reach us out. Grab yourself a copy of a fully done project work. Reach us out through the contact information that appears on your screen. Visit our website and get to grab copies of these today. So grab your success today. So as you can see, everything is fully done differently. Every file is crafted in professionalism to attain great marks in your project work. As you can see, everything is different, fully different. So all these files are available through our website. Visit our website or reach us out through the contact information that appears on your screen and get to grab yourself a copy. So I'll just have a look at randomly one of these files and compare it with the question paper, step by step, paragraph after paragraph. So if you wish to have this question paper, also you may grab it free of charge from our website. So visit our website and get to have a copy of this question paper free of charge. So without much further ado, let's dive into the question paper. So the first paragraph is just the introduction. Victory School Club, Victory's Club is you may pause the video and get to read the first paragraph. But for now, we'll begin with the second paragraph, which now begins the functionalities of the database. So Victory School Club membership system is a database system that helps a Victory School in managing their club membership. So it says the school offers the following clubs. So first, let me open one of the files which we're going to review. It says I need to enable content. So the first screen, when I open, it says I need to enable content. So I'll just enable content real quick and the database file will load. As you can see, everything is fully done proficiently, very different, proficiently tackled. So feel free to grab yourself a copy today. Then it will request me to log in. I'll just log in. Oops, password. Yep. So once logging in, I get to interact with this very clean dashboard that has analytics and everything. So as you can see, everything is proficiently done, fully done, fully done. So I just go through the question step by step as you compare with the database system. So it says the school offers the following clubs: debating, chess, science, drama, music, and all that. So your database system should be able to contain records of the club system. So let's confirm if our database system contains that information. So there is clubs here, view clubs in society. I can see debating club, chess club, science, mathematics, All those here they are. So as you can see, everything is proficiently done, everything detailed. So which means you're done with this part. This part is included in our database system. Then it proceeds and says when a student is admitted in the school, he or she is required to register to be a member of one or more clubs. The details of the new member, which includes admission number, name, their class, are captured. So let's see if our database system answers this part. So it says it needs to capture student details upon admission, and that student must register to at least one or more clubs. So I'll just come here into students, add or edit, and then I'll try to add a new student. I'll just guess some random admission number. And then I'll say testing name. And then it says the school has 4 streams, that is East, North, South, and West. A class is identified by the form and the stream. 2 East, 3 North, 4 South, and so forth. So for form, I'll say this is form 3, and then let's say South. So as you can see, it automatically identifies the 3S as per the question. 2E, 3N, and so forth and so forth. So it means our question paper, our database system answers this part. Our database system can capture the student details. So we are done with this part. I'll just highlight as I go on. Now it proceeds. Oh, there is also one more validation I forgot. It says a student is required to be in one or more clubs. So I've just added the information, but I haven't included this student in any club. So if I try to proceed, it should fail with the validation that this student should be in at least one club. So that way we have tackled this part of he is required to be a member of one or more club. So I'll just add him into one club. So as you can see, as I select the club, it automatically shows me the registration fee, which is also included in the question paper. A new member joining a club is required to pay a non-refundable registration fee, which varies. Debate 200, science 250, and so forth. So I'll try to change, let's say science, I should be able to see 250. As you can see, it automatically changes based on the requirements of the question paper. So which means our database system answers that question as expected. It also proceeds and say membership in a club is classified into the following categories based on member roles. There is the regular, who are members who perform the core activities, and then there are the executive leaders who hold specific leadership position. So while I'm adding a student to a club, I should also specify membership, either if it's regular or executive. So if it's an executive, he is a leader with a certain position. So I can proceed to select the position for that student in the club, and then I'll join club. So automatically it will show you the currently joined clubs. That is the science club. So I'll just copy this record that we are currently dealing with, the admission number, for later reference. So we have just confirmed that our database system answers also this question as expected. So I'll also highlight that. If you have any question in regards to all these, feel free to leave a comment down below and we'll be ready to assist. So if you have any sort of question in regards to the whole database system or the whole project in general, feel free to reach us out through the contact information that appears on the screen, and we'll be ready and willing to assist free of charge. So feel free to reach us out. If you wish to have copies of these files that are fully done, visit our website or reach out to us through the contact information that appears on the screen at a student-friendly price. So feel free to reach us out. So let's proceed. The question proceeds and say each club in the school is assigned a patron who is the teacher. The responsibilities of a patron is to advise and mentor. So our database system should also be able to capture club patrons. As you can see, there is the patrons section. I can be able to view the club patrons. As you can see, I can see various patrons for each club. Each club has a patron. So your database system should be able to contain this, of which we have confirmed that our database system holds the patron details. So that is tick. Now we'll proceed. The next step, it says at the beginning of each academic year, a student may join an existing club as a new member or exit a club, provided that he or she is a member of at least one club. Any member in a leadership position who wishes to exit from a club must clear with the club's patron. So we are just going to test this paragraph here. So it says at the beginning of each academic year, so which means your database system should be able to transmit into the next academic year. So let's see if that functionality is on our database system. And then it says a student may either join an existing club or exit a club, provided he's a member of at least one club. So from our database system, there is the go to next academic year section, where it can be able to transition students into the next academic year. So for instance, I'll just go through the record we just added. This is it. So as you can see, this student was form 3. I'll just say he's a form 2 North student, and then I'll come here to settings and then go to next academic year. So this should be able to transition that student into the next academic year from form 2 to form 3, and then deal with the club registrations and so forth. So I'll say go to next academic year. It says this action will delete all form 4 students because they will have completed school, and upgrade the lower students by 1 form. Are you sure you want to proceed? I'll say yes. Yeah, process complete. Will you wish to adjust student details now? I'll also say yes. So upon transitioning into the next academic year, now all students will require to update their registrations, their membership registration, because the question clearly says at the beginning of each academic year. So currently we have already transitioned, so we are assuming we are on the next beginning of the academic year. It says a student may join or exit a club. So since we are in a new year, the database will require you to update the student details so that students may either join a new member, or retain an existing club. So let's see if our database, as you can see from our database system, it says that there is this new information that says this student's record isn't updated for this academic year. Kindly confirm that the clubs are accurate for this academic year. So I can proceed to next until I update students' club information for this particular student for this particular year. So I'll just confirm club if I would wish to retain this club membership. But again, within the same paragraph, it says that any member in leadership position who wishes to exit from a club must clear with the club's patron. So as you can see, this student has 3 clubs, that is music, art, and photography, of which he is an executive member for all. I'll just add one more, let's say mathematics, and say he's just a regular, and let's say science, and say he's also a regular. So he's a regular in 2 clubs but leader in the rest. Then I'll try to exit, let's say, from mathematics, of which he is just a regular member. As you can see, the record has been deleted successfully. But if he is an executive leader, it should fail to exit, because it says that if a member is in leadership and wishes to exit, he must clear with the patron first. So I'll just try to exit from this record of music club, which he is a leader. As you can see, the database says this student is yet to be cleared by the patron, hence they cannot exit the club at the moment. Would you like to clear the student now? As you can see, this is student admission number 1317, and this is the music club. So if I say yes, it will take me to now student's clearance for that student 1317 and that specific record for music club. So if I say now proceed to exit, now the student has already been cleared now for the music club, and now when I try now to exit club, it will exit successfully. So there should be validation to ensure that any member who is in leadership position does not exit until he clears the patron. So as you can see, there is also photography. If I try to exit again, it will tell me that he hasn't cleared. So I'll just go and clear the photography club, that is 1317. So I'll go to patrons and then clear executive student 1317. And then club, it will show me automatically the clubs in which that student is, and he is a leader. So automatically it will dynamically fetch the information for that student. So let's say 1317, there were only 2 clubs remaining. I'll clear photography, and then I'll just add a note cleared, and then I'll say proceed to club exit. So I've just cleared photography. Now if I try to exit now, it will exit successfully. So I have confirmed that our database system fully handles these paragraph as expected. If you have any question, feel free to reach us out through the contact information that appears on the screen. You may also grab a copy of these files and get to interact with the database system fully by your own. The whole files are fully customizable, fully editable. You can do everything by your own once you have them. So feel free to reach us out, grab yourself a copy, and grab your success today. So each club should carry out one revenue generating activity to support its other club activities. Details of activity, which includes activity name, date, and amount collected, must be provided. For example, in debate club, the activity may include organizing debating tournaments or selling merchandise or hosting fundraising events. So we need to test the revenue generating activities for clubs. Let's see if our database has that. Under clubs, there is club activities. So I'll just try to add a new club activity. Let's say chess club, and then let's say chess night. Date of occurrence, I'll leave it the way it is. Capital amount, let's say we don't need capital amount for that. We'll just collect amount. Let's say we'll collect within that activity we collected 20,000, and then I'll add that. So as you can see, our database system now gracefully handles creation of revenue generating activities, and it captures the activity name, the date of occurrence, the amount collected, and all that as per the question. So that means that we are done with this paragraph here. The question proceeds and says, out of the total revenue generated from the club activities and registration fees, 50% is allocated to supporting the club's ongoing activities, 30% is allocated to organizing the club's annual parties or outings, and then the balance is saved for the club. So our database system should be able to automatically compute all these. So I'll just check if it does. I think that should be on reports. And then I'll just say the club financial summaries report. Here it will be able to show you all the clubs with the registration fees collected total based on the number of members that club has, the total amount collected for activities, the total collection, which is now the sum of the registration fees and the activities collection, because the question says out of the total revenue generated, that is from activities and registration fees. So the total is this plus this, which is the total collection. It proceeds and says 50% is allocated to supporting clubs' ongoing activities. So 50% of these should be allocated for club activities. So as you can see, this is automatically computed from the queries. It proceeds and says 30% in annual parties. As you can see, all these are automatically computed through queries. And then the saving is now the remaining, which is the remaining 20%. So as you can see, our database system does that fully for all clubs. So which means our database system answers that whole part fully as expected. So the next thing it says, the school supports clubs' annual parties or outings by contributing 70% of the amount allocated for the activity or event. So we need to test this functionality. So again, go back to clubs, and then now we are on parties, annual parties. I'll just cross this form. So let's try to add a new party. We say music head music party. Let's just keep it simple. That party happened, let's say the same day, and then that party was budgeted for, as you can see, there is automatically based on the calculations that were done here, because it says only 50%, no, 30% is allocated for annual parties. So the database will automatically compute and see out of the 30% that was allocated, how much money is remaining for that club to budget to. But remember, again, it says out of the total budget, 70% will be contributed by the school. So which means the club only needs to contribute 30%. So out of, let's say, if the budget amount is 10,000, the club should only be able to contribute 3,000, and then the school contributes the rest. If it's so, for instance, for this case, the club has now a balance of 2,500. So which means we can have, let's say, if it's a budget of let's say 6,000, the school will contribute 70%, which is 4,200, and then the club will only contribute 1,800. As you noted before I keyed in this information, the club had remained 2,580 to spend on. So once I added this record of 6,000, now the club has contributed 1,800, and now the remaining expenditure is 780. The whole system is automated. So that means that the computation for school contribution is automatically computed. That is 70% of the budgeted amount. So it means our database system answers this question as expected. It says develop a database management system along with its accompanying documentation to support schools operations. The system should perform the following tasks: store and manage details of school club and their patrons. We have already confirmed that. Store and manage student membership, including the specific roles in the club. We have already confirmed that. Store and manage club activities and events. We have confirmed that too. Track members who join or leave a club at the beginning of the academic year. Now, as you can see, while we were testing for this student 1317, we did some operation. We added the student to some clubs. We exited the student from some clubs. So our database system should be able to track all that membership. As I go to reports and then I say, actually on the academic year, and then I say view current academic year report, I should be able to see that student. As far as you can recall, it was 1317. So 1317, we exited 2 clubs. That was mathematics and science club. So as you can see, those 2 records are automatically viewed from the report. Also, you can view reports for now all academic years. Club membership report. Oops, not the report. So as you can see, our database system also has all the reports that are required. Let's say if it's a student's report, a student with all the clubs that he is currently active on, clubs with all its members, activities collections, parties report. All reports exist through our database. So clubs financial summaries, financial year report. Yeah, exactly. So as you can see, the club, the database system also traces as from a specific academic year, the students who joined, the students who left, all through different academic years, the student who joined, the student who left. So that means that we have already answered this part as expected. Track members who join or leave a club at the beginning of an academic year. Then the next part, it says manage club finances generated from club activities, including registration fees and expenses. As you can see clearly from the reports, it clearly shows all the amounts and how all the calculations. If I go to financial summaries, as you can see, all the computations are done automatically. So that means that our database system manages finances generated. Compute schools financial contribution, as we saw from the clubs, parties, we saw the school contribution that was automatically computed. Club savings for each club, as we have just seen from the report, we can see that the savings are automatically computed. Generate reports of the financial summaries, as you can see here, the financial summaries. Generate reports for activities and events. We have the activities and events for parties and the activities also. So that means that our database system answers the whole question fully as expected. This is just one of the database systems, everything fully done, the queries and everything fully done as expected. So feel free to grab yourself a copy of this file from our website. Reach out to the contact information that appears on your screen. Grab yourself a copy of a fully done work, fully done, everything done as per the marking scheme that will be able to give you full marks for your project work. So visit our website also if you wish to grab copies of past year's work, which are free of charge from our website, the question paper, and all the resources that can help you pass the computer project work. So feel free to reach us out. If you have any consultation, if you have any question, feel free to reach us out and we'll be here and ready to assist. So don't hesitate to reach us out. That's it for this video. See you on the next one.